Thank you, Honourable Speaker, and I thank the Honourable Rokamat for the question. Honourable Speaker, Cabinet had recently endorsed a pathway to advance a sovereign aviation capability in Fiji. This has been something that's been ongoing for a while. And as Parliament may recall, the Minister of Defence has been leading the effort to develop options for a sovereign aviation capability to support national security, disaster response, and service delivery, particularly in our remote communities. An interagency technical advisory board was established and convened in April 2026 to recommend a pathway forward. The board work was supported by the Defence Pacific Air Program under our mobile partnership with Australia, a program which involves the rotation of an Australian C-27 Spartan aircraft in Fiji, and some of our members of Parliament, definitely on the government side, have used this aircraft travelling as far as Rotuma. It has also highlighted the key challenges and opportunities in operating a sovereign air capability. Cabinet also accepted the board's recommendation and to defining Fiji's core aviation needs and priorities. So it's critical that Fiji can clearly articulate its top aviation priorities to guide capability choices within our resource constraints. The Cabinet has endorsed three core priorities for a sovereign capability. One, deliver intelligence, surveillance, and reconnaissance capabilities to support security and enforcement agencies. Fiji has an extensive maritime domain and requires the ability to monitor and detect illegal fishing, narcotics trafficking, and other crimes. Secondly, to provide rapid response capabilities for the RFMF, the Fijian police, government agencies, such as the Ministry of Health and DMO. Our ability to respond quickly to instability, natural disasters, and health emergencies requires fast and effective transport options. Thus, the need for this air capability. And three, Honourable Speaker, provide personal and cargo capabilities to improve government service delivery in our remote areas, as I have already alluded to. These priorities align with the national security strategy and support efforts to combat narcotics. They also reinforce a people-first approach to national security. Accordingly, Cabinet has endorsed that any future asset must be a whole-of-government capability that provides support across a range of government activities, and that's for everyone to be able to use. And our next step will be working with our international partners, particularly Australia, to consider capability options that best meet the aviation priorities that are outlined by government. And it is crucial any future capability can be resourced and sustained within Fiji's current fiscal environment. Working with our international partners and the private sector will be key to achieving this. Thank you, Honourable Speaker, and I thank the question by the Honourable Rokamat.